Alright guys, so we're finally 225 on the bench, the Mile High Mecca. Hopefully everything goes well. It's been a long trip. Don't feel my 100%. We're gonna give it 100% and see if everything works out. So let's take it for a ride. Mini lens on. I figured that'd be best for about Kayla and I are about to go hit our first upper body session. I want to talk to you guys about today, which applies to a lot of people, certainly my trainees, is training frequency. And I have a lot of people that I've worked with or that I train, and when I tell them I want you in the gym 5 or 6 days a week, they freak out and they're like, yo, that's overtraining, that's too much, I can't find the time, I don't like to go to the gym that much, etc. And in the rare case, which is happening recently, I have someone who wants to lift weights every day, who considers himself a strength athlete or, you know, physique athlete, something like that. They want to lift every day. And they have to realize there's an optimal amount of training, but it's not going to be the same for anyone. But there are some guidelines that do fall out of the realm of basically 99.99% of people. And that's going to be training 2 days a week or 3 days a week. 3 days a week you can get away with, but if you have the time, you can get much more out of a 4 or 5 day split. And again, going to 7 days is really going to be overtraining unless you tailor your training specifically. But you're gonna have so many light and low volume days that it's a waste of time to go to the gym. Think about it. If you need to train 7 days a week, 1 or 2 of those days is gonna be kind of like a deload. You're gonna go in and hit, okay, I can bench 250 for my work sets. You're gonna go put up 185 for a 3x5. Then you're gonna move on and not do isolation to protect your joints from inflammation. So what the hell's the point of going to the gym? It's better to save that recovery, save your joints, save some of that volume, and go pound it in another session where you can actually add volume, accumulate fatigue, increase adaptation in one session, and not have to split it up. We all know training frequency is a great variable, a great tool for hypertrophy, but that doesn't mean that you should do chest in the morning, back at night, shoulders the next morning, legs the next night, and repeat. You guys know that. So I like to do 4 to 6 days a week. If someone loves the gym and can find the time, we push it to 6 days. If someone's strapped for time, we'll do 4 with the occasional 3, and that's just the basics, guys. If that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about supplements, don't worry about diet, don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Figure out why that makes sense and how to apply that to you, because you're gonna get more out of making sure your training volume and frequency is about where it should be than, I don't know, popping BCAAs. All right, so we're a little out of the way, but I've been craving going to this gym, so hit it. Bam. And let's ride. In the Subi. Let's ride. You on board?
Mark says you have the best luck with roommates and pets.
We're about to pull up to our gym spot, and this is what I want you guys to see. Get it, baby, you got this. I'm right with you. Up. All right, guys, so we're finally 225 on the bench, the Mile High Mecca. Hopefully everything goes well. It's been a long trip. Don't feel my 100%. We're gonna give it 100% and see if everything works out. So let's take it for a ride. All right, guys, what's going on? So you're catching my first rep on the bench ever in Armburst Pro Gym. I was gonna say Denver, but I did bench last time if you guys saw my last videos. But really this video is all about making sure that your training frequency is on point, because I've had people ask me what's the optimal amount of training, whether you should be doing 3 days a week, upper, lower, or full body, or, you know, trying to go push, pull legs, and training 6 to even 7 days a week. It's the first time at 235 since the injury, so it's gonna feel heavy, even though it's really not. But for me, it's work. What I can tell you guys is, regardless of what you hear, 4 to 5 days is going to cover most people, and if you're wanting to go to the gym more than that, it's going to be really hard to make it efficient and to actually be getting a whole other day's effort and training out of it that you couldn't just make up for in other days. All right guys, and now we complete the 5x5. Obviously I didn't do 225 for each set, but I didn't want to sit here and hit a bunch of triples, so 235 feels okay. We're gonna just hit 5 sets of 5 with 3 of them being 235, so let's hit it. So for example, right now guys, I'm doing the push-pull leg style of training, and if I feel like I can and I don't have too much going on, maybe I'll go work out 3 days in a row. But if things come up and I'm very busy, like when I was moving, I might go push, day off, pull, day off, legs, day off. And it really doesn't matter because that's what's gonna work for me. I could do full body on those days if I wanted to get more frequency. But since I'm already an intermediate level of training, I've been doing this for so many years, I'm not worried about milking gains and building and getting in all those workouts to make sure I'm progressing. Because at this point, if I go a month or 2 or 3 with maintaining, that's setting me up for a month or 2 of growing. And at this point, 12 months a year, I don't need to be growing and progressing because it's just not realistic. And training 7 days per week is not gonna get me stronger than training 6 days per week. If anything, it's just gonna waste my time, it's gonna cause me to regress, and it's gonna cause me to get injured. I feel the worst the more that I train. So today was my 4th day of training in a row and I felt like shit. You'll see the bench press footage, it went pretty well, but I did not feel good and I did not feel confident. I felt like I was just relying on my training, relying on my strength, and relying on my consistency to get me through the workout. But I really didn't have anything to offer as far as pushing myself to a new level or pushing harder than I normally push, because after 4 days of training, I didn't want to be there and I was more afraid of getting injured, honestly, than worried about getting a good workout. So everything went well, of course, and I'm packing in these workouts because I'm going out of town again this weekend. But if you guys are doing your normal routine and you're trying to get in the gym 6 or 7 days a week, you really need to look into your training and programming either with a coach or try to do some sort of strength program that gets you in the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week, because you're overdoing it and you're not training hard enough if you can go every day. All right guys, wraps up the push day. Young Kayla and I are getting out of here to enjoy our day. See me here again soon. And that is apparently the back exit for armrest. So as I was saying guys, training frequency, how often you can make it to the gym. It's been a few days since I've been able to lift. We spent about 16 to 20 hours in a car for 2 days straight, and eating and sleeping was not really a priority. It was just gotten in when we could get it in to the best of our abilities. Am I happy with how I'm looking? Not really. Could look better, could feel better, but the way the bench press felt was great, and that's the most important indicator for me. So 235 was flying, I'm very happy. Body feels great, so if it's not looking great, that's something that'll change once I'm settled. But the strength and the performance is there, and I'm super happy with that. All right guys, so training went really well. Arm burst was a success. 5x5 with 3 sets of 235 was fit. Got the craziest, bombest breakfast. I have an oatmeal pancake. She has a cinnamon pecan waffle. Just take a peek at this, please. Pumpkin pecan waffle. Kayla's last day in Denver together, and I'm gonna miss her a lot, so I might not film too much, but we'll see you guys soon. Are they just floating around, or are they moving? They look like little...
It's like upside down.
Look at it. It's like a little puff. Kayla and I have found an aquarium in downtown Denver, and it's actually our first time back in downtown Denver since we visited last time, so like I said, I'm just gonna enjoy the day with her. Sun's getting ready to go down soon, but let's go pet some stingrays. What we wanted to do today really was check out this theme park, but it's only open when the weather's a little bit warmer, starting next year. So maybe next year we'll come check this ish out. Are you ready for this? I'm so ready for this.
Oh, that's cool. So she's like,
I get the least cheesy one? Oh yeah.
I won't be home for dinner now.
What?
I have to work late.
before I finish it, and then I'll do the same thing. One of these,
I won't be home for dinner.
Whipped cream and ice cream, it's great. Oh boy. Did you order this? I think you did. Alright, show me what's up, okay? Mud pie pyramid.
mocha and vanilla ice cream.
Oreo.
No, mocha vanilla ice cream covered in Oreo crust. Beneath the crust is vanilla and mocha ice cream.
I want to do it a disservice and say the wrong thing, but it's like a really awesome Oreo ice cream sandwich. A cookie ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm not mad, it's delicious. You ready for this? Let's go, baby. Let's make it disappear. Man, it's empty in here. It's nice to have you guys to keep me company. But let's grub. Meal one.